7 Unexpected Habits of Seniors Who Embrace Solitude, the Quiet Path to a Longer, Healthier Life. Do you find yourself craving quiet moments more often these days? Have you noticed that the buzz of social gatherings feels less appealing than the comfort of your own company? You're not alone, and more importantly, you're not missing out. In fact, embracing solitude as we age can be a sign of remarkable strength, resilience, and a deep understanding of what truly nourishes us. In this video, we're going to explore 7 unexpected habits often found in seniors who thrive in solitude. These aren't quirks or signs of withdrawal. They're powerful indicators of a life well lived, a mind that's sharp, and a spirit that's deeply connected to itself. You might just recognize yourself in these habits and discover a newfound appreciation for the quiet power of your own company. So settle in, and let's uncover the secrets of aging gracefully in solitude. Habit 1. The Curators of Calm. Seniors who embrace solitude often possess a remarkable ability to curate their environment for calm. They're not just tidying up, they're creating sanctuaries, spaces where peace resides and the spirit can breathe. Think of Agnes and Beatrice, both 75. Agnes's home is filled with clutter, stacks of magazines teetering on tables, unfinished knitting projects spilling from baskets, a constant visual reminder of a busy and perhaps overly full social calendar. She feels a pang of overwhelm just walking through the door, the weight of undone tasks settling on her shoulders. Beatrice, on the other hand, has consciously and deliberately created a haven of tranquility. A few cherished books, well worn and loved, sit on a polished wooden shelf. A comfortable armchair, draped with a soft throw, rests invitingly by the window, overlooking a small, meticulously tended garden. A single vase of fresh flowers, perhaps a vibrant sunflower or a fragrant sprig of lavender, sits on a small table, adding a touch of natural beauty and a gentle, welcoming aroma to the air. Every item in Beatrice's home is intentional, carefully chosen, and placed to contribute to an overall sense of peace and order. This conscious curation extends beyond their physical space. They curate their time, guarding it preciously, declining invitations that don't resonate with their inner needs. They curate their energy, knowing its limits and respecting their need for rest and rejuvenation. They curate their relationships, choosing quality over quantity, nurturing deep connections with a select few, rather than spreading themselves thin across a vast network of acquaintances. This deliberate creation of calm isn't about becoming a recluse or being antisocial. It's about recognizing the profound impact our surroundings, our commitments, and our connections have on our overall well-being. It's about consciously choosing to take control of those influences, shaping them to support our inner peace and contentment. It's about creating a space, both internal and external, where serenity can take root and flourish, allowing us to age gracefully and contentedly within the embrace of solitude. It's about understanding that true connection begins within, in the quiet spaces we create for ourselves. It's in these spaces that we can truly hear the whispers of our own hearts and discover the deep wellspring of peace that resides within. Habit 2. The Ritualists. Have you noticed how seniors who enjoy solitude often have a set of daily rituals they cherish? These aren't rigid routines, but rather mindful practices that bring a sense of structure and meaning to their days. Consider Edward and Frederick, both 78. Edward's days feel fragmented, filled with unplanned activities and a constant sense of being pulled in different directions. He wakes up without a clear intention for his day, often feeling adrift in a sea of unscheduled hours. He grabs a quick breakfast, if he eats at all, and then flips through television channels, feeling a growing sense of restlessness and unease. His afternoons are spent running errands, often feeling overwhelmed by the sheer number of small tasks that demand his attention. Evenings find him exhausted, yet unable to settle his mind, leaving him feeling depleted and dissatisfied. Frederick, however, starts each day with a cup of tea on his porch, listening to the birdsong and breathing in the fresh morning air. He savors the warmth of the mug in his hands and the gentle rhythm of his breath, grounding himself in the present moment before the day's activities begin. He takes a leisurely walk after lunch, not to rush from point A to point B, but to truly experience the world around him, the feel of the sun on his skin, the rustle of leaves in the trees, the gentle sway of the wildflowers along the path. He consciously disconnects from the demands of his day and allows himself to become fully present in the simple act of walking. He spends an hour before bed reading, not just to absorb information, but to lose himself in the stories and ideas that enrich his mind and feed his soul. This quiet time allows him to unwind, to reflect on his day, and to prepare for a peaceful night's sleep. These small rituals anchor him, providing a sense of continuity and purpose in his daily life, a reassuring rhythm amidst the ebb and flow of time. These rituals aren't about filling time. They're about savoring it. They might be as simple as making a pot of tea in a particular way, using a cherished teapot and carefully measuring the loose leaves, taking pleasure in the familiar scent and the comforting warmth of the brew. They might involve tending to a small garden, nurturing each plant with gentle hands, watching with quiet satisfaction as buds unfurl and blossoms emerge. Or perhaps it's the practice of a few minutes of meditation each morning, focusing on the breath, quieting the mind, and cultivating a sense of inner peace before the day begins. These acts become touchstones throughout the day, reminders of the simple joys that can be found in the present moment, anchoring us to the here and now, and providing a sense of grounding and stability in the midst of life's constant changes. They are small acts of self-care, of reverence for the simple pleasures, and of conscious connection to the rhythm of life. They are not just habits, but rituals that nourish the soul. Habit 3. The lifelong learners. One of the most remarkable qualities of seniors who thrive in solitude is their insatiable curiosity. They're lifelong learners, constantly seeking knowledge and understanding, driven by an inner thirst to explore the world around them and the universe within. Think of Margaret and Helen, both 80. Margaret spends most of her time watching television, passively absorbing information, letting the hours drift by in a haze of pre-programmed entertainment. Her world has shrunk to the confines of her living room, her mind becoming stagnant, her days blending into one another with little to distinguish them. Helen, however, is enrolled in an online art history course, delving into the vibrant tapestry of human creativity across the centuries. She listens to podcasts about astrophysics, marveling at the vastness of space and the intricate workings of the cosmos. She visits the library every week, browsing the shelves, her fingers tracing the spines of books, each one a portal to a new world of knowledge and discovery. She immerses herself in biographies, historical novels, and scientific journals, constantly expanding her understanding of the world and her place within it. She attends lectures and workshops, engaging with other lifelong learners, sharing ideas and insights, and fueling her intellectual curiosity. This thirst for knowledge isn't about accumulating facts or impressing others with her erudition. It's about staying connected to the world, to the wonder of discovery, and to the ongoing evolution of self. It keeps her mind sharp, her synapses firing, her cognitive abilities honed and vibrant. It keeps her spirits engaged, her heart filled with a sense of purpose and excitement, her days infused with meaning. It prevents her from becoming isolated and withdrawn, fostering a sense of connection to the larger world and to the ongoing stream of human knowledge and experience. It allows her to engage in meaningful conversations, to contribute to discussions, and to share her insights with others. It empowers her to continue growing and evolving, to embrace new ideas, and to challenge her own assumptions. It keeps her world expansive and her mind agile, fostering a sense of vitality and engagement that radiates outward, enriching not only her own life, but the lives of those around her. It's a testament to the power of lifelong learning to keep us connected, engaged, and vibrantly alive, regardless of our age. It's a reminder that learning is not just for the young, but a continuous journey of discovery that can sustain and enrich us throughout our lives. Habit 4. The Masters of Self-Care. Seniors who embrace solitude often have a deep understanding of the importance of self-care. They prioritize their physical and emotional well-being, not out of vanity, but out of a profound respect for their own bodies and minds. They recognize that self-care is not a luxury, but a necessity, essential for maintaining their health, vitality, and overall quality of life. Consider George and Henry, both 82. George often neglects his health, skipping meals, avoiding doctor's appointments, and dismissing his emotional needs. He feels overwhelmed by the demands of self-care, viewing it as yet another chore on his already long list of responsibilities. He often reaches for comfort in unhealthy habits, such as excessive television watching or overindulging in sugary treats, further exacerbating his physical and emotional decline. He struggles with feelings of loneliness and isolation, yet resists reaching out for support, believing that he should be able to manage everything on his own. Henry, however, takes a different approach. He prepares nutritious meals for himself, choosing fresh ingredients and savoring each bite. He understands that nourishing his body with wholesome food is an act of self-respect, a way of honoring the vessel that carries him through life. He takes daily walks not just for the physical exercise, but also for the opportunity to connect with nature, to breathe in the fresh air, and to feel the sun on his skin. He appreciates the gentle rhythm of his footsteps and the quiet beauty of his surroundings, finding solace and rejuvenation in the simple act of walking. He practices gentle stretches each morning, listening to his body and respecting its limitations. He understands the importance of maintaining flexibility and mobility, not only for physical health, but also for emotional well-being. He recognizes that when his body feels good, his mind and spirit also benefit. Henry also prioritizes his emotional well-being. He sets aside time each day for quiet reflection, perhaps through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in stillness, observing his thoughts and feelings without judgment. He understands that tending to his emotional needs is just as important as caring for his physical health. He nurtures his social connections, maintaining close relationships with family and friends, and actively engaging in his community. He recognizes that social interaction is essential for emotional well-being and actively seeks out opportunities to connect with others. This dedication to self-care isn't about achieving some unattainable ideal of perfection. It's about honoring the body and mind that have carried them through life's journey, with all its joys and challenges. It's about acknowledging their own inherent worthiness of care and attention, recognizing that they deserve to be treated with kindness, compassion, and respect. It's about making conscious choices that support their overall well-being, creating a life that is not only long, but also fulfilling, meaningful, and deeply satisfying. It's about recognizing that self-care is not selfish, but an act of self-preservation, a way of ensuring that they have the physical and emotional resources to navigate life's inevitable ups and downs with grace, resilience, and a deep sense of inner peace. Habit 5. The Nature Connectors. Have you noticed how many seniors who enjoy solitude find solace in nature? They have a deep appreciation for the natural world and often make it a central part of their lives. Think of Eleanor and Florence, both 79. Eleanor rarely leaves her apartment, feeling disconnected from the world outside, her days unfolding within the confines of four walls. The vibrant tapestry of nature, with its ever-shifting hues and rhythms, remains a distant whisper, unheard amidst the constant hum of her indoor existence. She feels a growing sense of disconnection, not only from the natural world, but also from herself. Florence, however, spends hours tending to her small balcony garden, a vibrant oasis amidst the urban landscape. She carefully waters each plant, her fingers brushing against the delicate leaves, feeling the pulse of life beneath her touch. She watches with quiet delight as tiny buds unfurl, transforming into vibrant blossoms, a testament to the resilience and beauty of nature. She listens to the gentle chirping of birds, their melodies weaving a tapestry of sound that fills the air with a sense of peace and tranquility. She feels the warmth of the sun on her face, a gentle caress that reminds her of the interconnectedness of all living things. She breathes in the fresh air, a vital elixir that invigorates her body and calms her mind. This connection to nature isn't just about enjoying fresh air or admiring pretty flowers. It's about recognizing our place within the larger web of life, understanding that we are not separate from nature but an integral part of it. It's about finding solace in the simplicity and beauty of the natural world, a reminder that we are part of something much greater than ourselves. It's about grounding ourselves in the present moment, allowing the gentle rhythms of nature to soothe our anxieties and restore our sense of inner peace. It's about reconnecting with our senses, experiencing the world through the lens of direct perception, rather than through the filtered lens of technology or social media. It's about rediscovering the childlike wonder that we once felt for the natural world, allowing ourselves to be captivated by the intricate details of a flower, the graceful flight of a bird, or the ever-changing patterns of the clouds. It's about finding a sense of belonging, recognizing that we are not alone in this vast universe, but connected to every living thing, from the smallest microorganism to the largest whale. It's about cultivating a sense of awe and reverence for the natural world, recognizing the intricate balance that sustains life on this planet. It's about nurturing a deep sense of gratitude for the gifts that nature provides, from the air we breathe to the food we eat. It's about recognizing that our well-being is inextricably linked to the health of the planet, and that by caring for nature, we are also caring for ourselves. It's about finding a sense of renewal and rejuvenation in the embrace of nature, allowing its healing power to restore our spirits and nourish our souls. It's a testament to the profound impact that nature can have on our well-being, a reminder that even in the midst of the bustling city, we can find solace and connection in the quiet embrace of the natural world. Habit 6. The Reflective Writers. Many seniors who thrive in solitude find that writing becomes a powerful tool for reflection and self-discovery. They might keep a journal, write poetry, or simply jot down their thoughts and observations. Consider Arthur and Bernard, both 76. Arthur rarely puts pen to paper, his thoughts swirling in his mind like leaves caught in a gust of wind. He dismisses his inner world as unimportant, unworthy of being captured and preserved. The blank page intimidates him, a vast expanse of white that reflects back his own sense of emptiness. He feels a vague unease, a sense of something missing, yet he lacks the tools to articulate or explore these feelings. He remains trapped in a cycle of unvoiced thoughts and unexamined emotions, his inner world a tangled wilderness unexplored. Bernard, however, keeps a daily journal, a cherished companion that holds the whispers of his soul. Each morning he sits by the window with his journal and a cup of tea, the rising sun casting a warm glow across the page. He records his dreams, the fragments of the night's subconscious wanderings, seeking patterns and meaning in the surreal landscapes of his sleeping mind. He writes about his memories, the cherished moments of a life well lived, the bittersweet pangs of nostalgia mingling with the quiet joy of remembrance. He reflects on the world around him, the changing seasons, the gentle rhythm of nature, the ebb and flow of human interaction. He explores his thoughts and feelings with a gentle curiosity, untangling the knots of emotion, illuminating the shadowy corners of his inner landscape. He writes about his hopes and fears, his joys and sorrows, his triumphs and setbacks. He uses his journal as a sounding board, a safe space to explore the complexities of his inner world without judgment or censorship. He doesn't strive for literary perfection, but rather for honesty and authenticity. The act of writing itself becomes a form of meditation, a way of slowing down, of paying attention to the subtle nuances of his inner experience. This practice of reflective writing isn't about creating masterpieces or impressing others with his literary prowess. It's about giving voice to his inner world, about acknowledging the richness and complexity of his thoughts and feelings. It's about exploring the hidden depths of his own being, unearthing the buried treasures of wisdom and insight that lie within. It's about making sense of his experiences, finding meaning in the tapestry of his life, weaving together the threads of memory, reflection, and observation into a coherent narrative. It's a way of connecting with himself on a deeper level, of fostering a sense of self-awareness and understanding. It's about leaving a legacy, not just for others, but for himself, a record of his inner journey, a testament to the unique and precious gift of his own life. It's a way of honoring the wisdom that comes with age, of capturing the fleeting thoughts and insights that might otherwise be lost to the passage of time. It's a gift he gives to himself, a space for quiet contemplation, for self-discovery, and for the ongoing exploration of the ever-evolving landscape of his inner world. Habit 7. The Quiet Philanthropists. Finally, seniors who embrace solitude often find deep satisfaction in acts of quiet philanthropy. They might volunteer at a local charity, donate to causes they care about, or simply offer a helping hand to a neighbor in need. Think of Clara and Dorothy, both 81. Clara, preoccupied with her own concerns, rarely looks beyond her immediate needs. She feels she has little to offer others, her days revolving around a familiar routine of personal errands and solitary pursuits. The idea of extending herself beyond this comfortable sphere feels daunting, even overwhelming. She often feels a pang of guilt, a nagging sense that she should be doing more, but the inertia of her solitary life keeps her firmly rooted in her familiar patterns. The world outside her apartment, with its myriad needs and opportunities for connection, remains a distant blur, a landscape she observes from a distance but rarely engages with. Dorothy, on the other hand, actively seeks out ways to contribute to the well-being of others. She volunteers at the local animal shelter twice a week, spending hours cuddling abandoned kittens, walking energetic dogs, and cleaning cages. She finds immense joy in these simple acts of service, her heart swelling with compassion for these vulnerable creatures. The unconditional love she receives in return fills her with a sense of purpose and belonging, a reminder that even in her later years she can make a tangible difference in the lives of others. She knits warm blankets for the homeless, her nimble fingers transforming colorful yarn into cozy comforts for those who lack the basic necessities of life. Each stitch is infused with a quiet prayer, a silent wish for warmth and well-being for the recipient. She pictures the blankets wrapped around shivering shoulders, offering a small measure of solace against the harsh realities of life on the streets. She also makes a point of checking in on her elderly neighbors, bringing them freshly baked cookies, offering to run errands, or simply sharing a cup of tea and a conversation. She understands the isolation that can accompany aging and strives to create a sense of community and connection for those around her. She listens patiently to their stories, offering a sympathetic ear and a comforting presence. She celebrates their joys and offers support during their challenges, becoming a beacon of hope and connection in their lives. This quiet philanthropy isn't about grand gestures or public displays of generosity. It's not about seeking recognition or accolades. It's about recognizing our fundamental interconnectedness, understanding that our well-being is inextricably linked to the well-being of others. It's about using our time, talents, and resources, however limited they may seem, to make a positive impact on the lives of those around us. It's about finding meaning and purpose in service, recognizing that even small acts of kindness can ripple outwards, creating a wave of positive change in our communities. It's about recognizing that giving is not a one-way street, but a reciprocal exchange that enriches both the giver and the receiver. It's about cultivating a spirit of generosity, compassion, and empathy, recognizing that by lifting others up, we also lift ourselves up. It's about embracing the opportunity to contribute to something larger than ourselves, to leave a legacy of kindness and compassion that extends beyond our own lifespan. It's a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit to find joy and fulfillment in serving others, a reminder that even in the quiet solitude of our later years, we can continue to make a meaningful contribution to the world around us. It's about recognizing that true wealth lies not in what we accumulate, but in what we give away. Final thoughts. So how many of these habits resonated with you? Do you find yourself curating calm, embracing rituals, or connecting with nature? If so, know that your love for solitude is not a sign of isolation, but a sign of strength. It's a testament to your ability to find joy, meaning, and connection within yourself and in the quiet moments of life. Embrace your solitude, cultivate these habits, and discover the rich rewards of aging gracefully in your own company. If you enjoyed these tips on life after 60, hit that like button, drop a comment below sharing your own experiences, and subscribe to the channel to get notified when we release new videos. Your support helps us continue to bring you the latest tips on living your best life after 60, absolutely free. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.